Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming in. I'm already seeing a few comments from the YouTube. What up, 20 try TTV sweaty try? Oh, sweaty try. Appreciate that. April, what up? How are you? Maya was cracking. Walter Miller, Team CT all day, and you do know that. Hopefully everybody's doing well, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited because I have not done this show since whew, August. I think maybe August or July. It's been a long time since I've done this show. Anyway, for those of you guys who might be new here, allow me to tell you what you have just signed up for. Ladies and gentlemen, this is story time. You understand? This is where I bring my friends on, and I can't just say friends because there will be some people that that I've never met before that I might be meeting on the show for the first time. But a lot of these people are my friends. And then a lot of them might be extra dope people that you guys will get a chance to kick it with and learn their stories. Here's what I will say. Everybody that comes on, they got their cash apps up. So make sure you bless them in the cash app. We're going to be sharing stories. And today's topic is embarrassing moments. So we're going to get that in. Without further ado, allow me to introduce our first couple of guests. First, this brother is hilarious, man. When I say hilarious, this dude is so funny, man. I've been a fan of his for years. He's become a friend. This, first of all, I don't have time to run through everybody's credits. Let me say that. And if I did this brother's IMDb, we would be here for another 2.5 hours. But what I will say is he is here for you right now. He just got back into stand-up, thankfully. Ladies and gentlemen, rapper, actor, the extraordinary Malcolm Baird. What's up, Playboy?
Look, it's me.
Why, bro? How you doing today, man?
I'm very good, man. I'm very, very good. How are you?
Because you're so funny, you be so random. Anyway, listen, man. I'm about to bring
very
you in.
fucking random.
My
Is this
God.
live?
Yes, this is very live. We're live.
Okay, I'm gonna tell people.
Right now.
Where do they go to watch it? Where they YouTube?
Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Okay. Yeah, just not IG. I don't know why they haven't fixed that yet. Coming in right now. I can honestly say brilliantly hilarious. She is extremely talented. She's a producer, she's a writer, she's a stand-up comedian. I can call her this now because we literally talk on the phone every day. She's my best friend. She's the best of my friends. That's literally what a best friend is. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, best background in the game, Shantae Wayans. Hello, Shantae.
Best background in the game. That was a good callback right there. I see what you did right there, CT. What up, man?
How are you?
I'm good. Let me tell you something. That first shot, I was like, he gonna call me first because I'm a girl. I know he gonna let me in. And he said all this amazing stuff. He was like, rapper. I was like, I only did one track.
Technically, you're a rapper. Technically, you in there. You get a song out.
It's just all leading up. But man, always so good to be here with you.
That warms my heart. Walter saying, what up? Let me bring in his brother, man. I love this dude. This guy is family, man. And when I say family, anybody your mama like immediately becomes family. You're like, every time I talk to my mama, this brother's name comes up. And I'm like, you know, I'm also your son. Like, it's just weird that you just continue bringing this guy up. Actor. Also, very little known fact, writer. A lot of people don't know that. This brother's a writer, man. A-list actor. I love this dude. Without further ado, another brother that I'm not running through nobody's credits because y'all credits are so long. Shantae's, Malcolm's, this brother that I'm bringing in right now. I don't have time for it. You understand? I'm trying to do a kick it situation and y'all are too successful. Ladies and gentlemen, Tone Bill. How are you, brother?
Wow. Tone. Wow. Wow. I mean, can you see the pleasure that I have?
Look at the background.
Waving in. You know, I love it. I love the faux wall.
I thought it was a real wall until you touched it.
Yeah, so did I.
It's like green screen moves now.
That's amazing. Look at that. How do you? That's incredible.
That is a real wall. I'm a magician now.
Heard about that.
What's funny is he's got that set up in front of an actual brick wall, so he's just got like it's not necessary. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yo, happy New Year to y'all too, man.
Yeah,
Man, it's been a minute. It has been
man.
a minute.
Happy 22.
Yes. Tone Bell, what did you do for New Year's, Playboy?
Nothing. Nothing. You know where I was? I was in I went to, which I didn't notice at first, but I went to just like a cabin out in, I was on the East Coast. I just went out to like this cabin on this farm or whatever, which I didn't know it was Amish country. I went to Amish country, man. I didn't know that's where I was going, but I knew when I got there real quick.
Were they nice?
Wonderful. I mean, such a wonderful people.
The culture.
With the bonnets and the beards and the hair and the buggies. They had the buggies. It was drop top buggies. Some of them, the weather was nice a couple of days. They dropped that top. You like, oh shit. Snap.
They dropped that top.
But that's only the new Amish can drop the tops. Old Amish, they got to go in the cold. I don't know if y'all know that, but the old Amish, they got to go. They always drop tops.
They hard tops. Okay, I see what you're saying. That's respect.
They don't have options. But it was good, man. It was good. How was y'all's New Year?
Oh man, delightful, bro. Delightful. Every day that I get a chance to be in his crib is a blessing. I'm just grateful for, everything. Malcolm was with us for Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah.
That's the last time I physically saw you, Malcolm. You was over the crib for Thanksgiving. What you do for New Year?
Me?
Yeah, you're Malcolm. That's what I was. With your name first. I said Malcolm.
I don't know your format. I ain't do shit, man. I'm single, so I was like at home playing PS5, like drinking this, like talk about like it was just Thursday. Like I'm an actor. Like New Year's is Tuesday. Like it don't mean shit. Like I'm gonna do the same random stuff on New Year's that I'm gonna do on any given day. Like I ain't got no job. You know what I mean? Like I'm just. This is New Year's to me. Happy New Year's.
Today look touche.
Yeah,
Shantae, first, because I know what you did for New Year and it's still breaking my heart. I don't even want to talk about it. But for your right now, you are gearing up for your next show, which is next Wednesday.
Next for Comedy Uncensored.
Yes, Comedy Uncensored.
Yeah, next Wednesday, January 26th. At the Comedy Plateau.
Let me tell you something, Tone Bell, Malcolm Barrett. I talk to Shantae Wayans every single day. You understand me? And Shantae had the audacity to spend New Year with her brother and her niece, bro. Like who does that, bro?
CT be trying to take all the holidays. He's like, all right. So he asked me, what am I doing for my birthday? And I don't plan birthdays, but after I told him that, I was sitting there going, what if my girl wants to surprise me with something? I gotta say I got something going on, but I'm sorry, my brother needed me. I watched my niece, who I adore. And I went to the spa. Who don't want to break in the new year with getting massage, getting some detox out of your body, you know what I mean? And a little clicks.
I don't really like going to nice massage spots because I like that young happy ending, but that's another story because my mom was watching. Anyway, so what I want to get into.
Whoa.
Yeah, what's up?
Whoa.
What's going on?
Whoa.
What's that?
I don't want to really stop your momentum just now. But I do have a question.
Yeah, give it to me, brother. What's going on, man?
Why isn't it that why don't the nicer spots have the better completions, if you will?
Do you think that's a better euphemism than happy ending?
Right. It would be if it was a more upscale one. They would definitely try to change the name of it.
I mean, because at least if you paid the real cost for a nice spa, at least you wouldn't feel dirty. Do you have to feel dirty afterwards? Is that a part of it? Because if you spend like $35, you're like,
yeah, that's the difference right there, though, Tone. They're like escorts. You got prostitute where you could go get that whenever you want. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the escort. You might have to know somebody that's a hoe.
Let me tell you something, man.
Well, because I've heard that because the massage isn't as good. You just wait. You're blowing time until the real massage starts, right? From what I've heard. Sorry,
someone called me. Bro, I say it, man. It's like it's something you feel after the happy ending massage, you feel like you could possibly get arrested after you leave the room. Like you feel like I should probably run to my car.
You feel filthy.
I think it's funny that the massage part feels like the high school boyfriend that's just waiting to get the pussy. Like he's just
what?
He's just, are we done with the shoulders?
Malcolm, it's a terrible massage.
Well, I was about to say, why do you massage?
The worst.
Like
the worst.
You got to remind yourself why you're there. If you get that first, you'd be like,
I didn't come for this, ma'am. Could we speed this along? Let's get to the flipping it over.
I know I got to be in here for an hour, but can we just skip this first 35?
Yeah. Why you gotta look back at her like that? The fact that you stretch your neck all the way back like
it's my disgust. You just waiting on the flip over.
every time you hit it, you think it's the moment.
The moment.
It's messed up. It's messed up that they don't have it out there for females. I've never, male or female, never walked in and they go, "You want happy ending?" Never.
Really?
That's gonna take a lot longer. It's just like we can't.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
That's the whole massage. I hate.
Here's the funny thing. Like we already, first of all, for everybody who's watching, let me tell you, the subject today, topics are embarrassing moments, and it's funny. I will start us off, man. So I went through a how do you say this? Because I have an addictive personality. Once I like something, I have to do it all the time until I don't like it anymore, right? So once I got my first young happy, you understand what I'm saying? I had to find all of the spots that gave me the happy. And I went to so many spots that gave me the happy that I went to one spot and oh man. So I went to one spot. I'm comfortable, you know what I'm saying? Massage ain't started yet. And I would always ask, I'd be like, hey, you do the happy end? And then because what they do, it's a code, right? They all ask you, have you been here before? And you be like, yes.
I love it.
Even if it's your first time, you're like, yeah, I be here all the time. Okay, what's your name? And my go-to name is always James. I don't know why, but it's the first thing I can think of that just sounds honest. Like James, that's my name. So she's like, okay, Jan, what do you do? I'm like, I'm a plumber. I'm not giving you my career. What are you about to help put me on? Man, just give me that. You understand? So she's like, she knows people. Like she might be massaging the president of Warner Brothers. You never know. So so I say, hey, do you do the happy? And she was like, no, we don't do that here. We are real massage therapists. Oh. And I was like, oh. And it was like minute 2 and I paid for the hour. And I'm like, this is awkward. This is so awkward.
You got more tense.
Oh. You're so tight, right?
Left with a cramp. You got to massage your
Bro, it was so uncomfortable. And it was like after I felt like I
Charlie
had
horse
leg was all cramped up. I should not have said anything. The disappointment. These are facts. Underrated chef. Shantae, give me one of your most embarrassing situations.
I'm gonna talk about this because I'm not even supposed to step outside of my community. But all right, so every lesbian got like maybe 3 list of dudes that we won't say anything about, right?
What? I had no idea about
I'm about to
this.
lose all my stud cred.
Trying to
I'm
put me
just saying
on.
the thought, like we not gonna do it, but the thought of it is like, yo, if I was, the apocalypse happened.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
This a theoretical list or this like this a real
No,
list?
you got the list. Like I got
Okay.
3 off the bat right now, but again,
Okay.
only if you the in the apocalypse and all the women are gone. You know what I mean?
Got you.
Got it all be gone.
I got a list like that too.
Don't leave me now.
Yeah,
Alright,
because
so-
Wait a minute. What, Malcolm?
I've
got a
heard
list.
the I've heard the before I was all in list.
The what?
That's
That makes sense. The before I was all
I
in.
got that one. I understood that.
Okay.
Somebody welcome back.
Like before you
Look.
fully committed to the lifestyle and the community, and you still
Right.
trying to fake like you into somebody else.
No. It's nothing about faking. It's what it's about. Like it's almost like you ain't gay, right? But you see a dude, you be like, oh, he alright. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a nice beard. You know what I'm saying? That's- And be
If
like,
I
I
was-
was in the apocalypse, I let him smash. Like whatever. You know what I mean? This is like the same thing, Don't
I
y'all do
got
that?
No, ma'am.
Would it have to be
Oh.
worst case scenario? It's always worst case scenario.
Worst case scenario, you like, yo, he kind of got nice eyes, like this chick I know. You start trying to femin them up.
If I was out bay, on a cruise and we couldn't come in for about
Right.
6 weeks,
Right.
I might,
Right. Pandemic, the thing happened again. We shut down. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we coming back? You know what I mean?
I'm
Anyway.
tracking. I'm
with you. I was there from the beginning.
Oh, so my uncle was doing the show, and I go up there, and I used to go to set almost every day, and they going, shoot day. There's a special guest, but I don't know. I'm always trying to go in with my most stud outfit, because there's always chicks around. You got catering chicks, hairstylist chicks. So I walk up in there, suited. I got the fitted on and everything, right? And I see Boris Kojo.
Mm.
And Boris Kojo used to be one of the dudes on my list. So I'm sitting there, like, I take off the hat. I'm sitting there like, all right, how can I feminize this hoodie up, put a little bow on it?
Put the shit in a bowl.
Put this in a bow and stuff. And the crazy thing is, like, usually, like
film
I'm
up, film up.
Yeah, I was filming up. I was trying my hardest, like tying this up. But so the people around me knew, like Brisha and what's her name? I shouldn't Essence. And so I'm telling them, like, I really like them. My brother know everybody, so he like taking pictures with him, and I'm like, giving him the eye, like, let me get the picture. So Boris is in hair and makeup. Brisha and Essence go, you should go tell him you like him. And they egging me on. We walking up to the hair and makeup trailer, like, you're right, I look way better than his girl. I mean, we got the same eyes, but technically I'm younger and all this stuff. So I'm going back and forth. They super me up. I get in there, and I had this whole script of what I was gonna say to him. And I saw him, and I was like, I looked at him, I said, hey, yo, Boris, you a handsome motherfucker. And he was like, okay. And turned back around and kept getting this thing done. I unfollowed him, his wife. You know what I mean? I took the 5-star off all the shows I did and made it a 1-star. Yeah. So get him and his family.
Shantae.
Yeah. That hurt my heart, bro. That set me back in the community, like
That's hilarious.
Yo, here's the thing. Let me just get this thought out right now. I've known you over 14 yees, and I've never heard you speak that aggressively to anybody. And you went to Boris and said,
She had to match the energy.
Hey, your boy.
It was the hype though. It was the hype, like you getting ready to, you not scared. Brisha, I blame her in essence. They filmed it too. I don't know what they did with it, but it was the best.
Oh my
Nigga,
god!
the
Yo,
still.
The bow and the hoodie.
thrown off. I relate to him. I relate to him because I used to hang in the Lower East Side, and I had this chick who was bi that was like we was vibing, right? The only thing was she had a slight mustache and was
Oh my god! I'm sorry.
was a little bit taller than me, right? So she was like, I don't be getting dudes. They don't know that I go both ways. I'm like, it's probably the mustache, but also the thing that would kill me. I love her. We was gonna start a punk rock band, all this shit. The thing was, she put her arm around me, and I was shorter than her. So like, I'm like this, you know what I mean, into her, you know what I mean, and it wasn't comfortable for who I was at the time. It's like
It ain't never comfortable. It ain't never comfortable hanging out. Like you got to really get past it. Because I've been out with a chick that's like 3 inches taller than me, and when she wear heels, and anytime we hug, she go up top every time. She go up top on the hug, and I'm stuck around, and I'm like, we got to do the crisscross because I feel so inferior. I can't handle it. My ego won't let me hug. I'm like, no, we got a side hug on.
Tall girls, like,
and I love them. You love a good tall girl.
They're the best, but you can't be tall hugging me if I'm shorter than you that night.
Yeah, we gotta do hands together.
Depending on how tall that is, too. You just put it on the shoulder.
But tall with a short torso makes it awkward, though.
Yes.
Yeah, so you know I'm going with this.
I don't know
because the position wise, because to knee to waist ratio, I don't have the knee to waist ratio that she does.
The knee to waist. Would it be better from the back though?
So I gotta be like, that's what I'm saying. From the back, like I gotta stand off the bed now. It depends on her flexibility.
My gosh!
You need just as long as a torso to make it comfortable.
These are facts. Malcolm,
and if you don't know what I'm talking about, congratulations. but if you do,
not knowing.
But if you do know what I'm talking about, you've been in this position before.
It's a very specific dilemma that
you do. Yo. That is real, Saban. I'm telling you, yo. Malcolm, most embarrassing story or most embarrassing moment, give it to us.
I don't really be having embarrassing moments.
Oh.
Not as an adult. I tell you, I got two small ones. One was, this is my first embarrassing moment. My first embarrassing moment was when I was a kid. I was like a really nice, polite kid. Like I did what the teacher said, all of that shit. So when we was in elementary school, it was probably kindergarten or something like that. You weren't allowed to leave without the teacher's permission. So one day I had to pee, and the teacher wasn't in the room at the time, and they said you couldn't leave. So I peed on myself. And then the teacher came back, and she was like, "Why didn't you go to the bathroom?" And I was like, "Because she said you're not supposed to leave without permission." And then from then on, I like never listened to authority.
Like, Michael, here's my question: were you in my first grade class? Because when I taught first grade, I had a kid do the exact same thing, and I couldn't blame him for nothing. He looked back with the same. He was like, "But you said," I'll go, I did. You right. I did. So I had to take it. And I was like, "Clean this up." He's like, "No, you clean this up. You're the one." And I was like, "This nigga's right."
You cleaned this piss up?
He had a fucking point. because I just let him go to the bathroom with all of this, and he had on khakis, and that's a color shift.
No,
that's
you
a
know what
color
happened?
shift.
I had a bad pants. My other bad, I hated school. My other bad time is one time I was poor, right? So my auntie bought pants one summer for me, but she bought me 4 or 5 corduroy pants. Right, so you got 4 or 5 pants. You wearing that all summer. So she bought me 4 or 5 summer corduroy pants, all in different colors. And one day I was like running with some kids after school, and and it didn't start a fire, but it burst. The seams burst open. So I've got these bursted corduroy pants in like the 5th grade. And you got to hold that L. You know what I mean? You can't just go nowhere. You got, then it's like you got to wait for the bus. You know what I mean? And everybody there. And that's prime make fun of you age.
Oh,
like,
dang.
You giving your rep off of really humiliating anyone you can at that age. It was
I mean, what you talking like early mid 90s right now?
It was, probably. It was probably like
You have a long t-shirt?
9-2 or something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my you said 5th grade, and I just went straight to for Christmas. The chick I'm going out with, she got me. Remember the cowboy, the starter pullover?
Oh yeah, that was fire.
But I mean, I wasn't getting one because you would get murdered over that.
Yeah,
in 92 to 94 or whatever. So but I saw it in the vintage shop, and she got it for me for Christmas, and it was like, I remember that from 5th grade. From 5th grade, I was like, I always wanted, so she ended up getting it for me. And anytime I FaceTime somebody on Christmas, they was like, "Nigga, where did you get this?" Niggas was dying over this shit. It took me 30 years, but I finally got it.
Yo, I remember my first start. So the pullover joint, my mom got me one. I was in the 2nd grade. She got me a Raiders one, and then I think I had a Charlotte. The colors were like turquoise and like white. I can't remember. I think it was like Hornets, but it couldn't have been Hornets because the Raiders was the football team joint. So it was like whatever the Tar something was like baby blue, and it was like I didn't like that one. Yeah. I didn't like that one though because I didn't want to be that bright. I like what I'm saying, the black joint. And man, she wrote my name on the tag like that was gonna stop somebody from stealing it. Like, who's stolen something and seen somebody's name and said, "Oh, I can't take this now. I gotta leave it on."
Oh, this is James's.
That's cocky. That's cocky to steal somebody and then wear it with their name on the inside of it.
Name on it. Yeah, the Charlotte horn. It had to be. Yo, that joint. I used to love those starter jackets. Fire.
What was the race car ones too? Was that
NASCAR jackets?
Was
that
NASCAR.
Yeah.
That came in high school. I never wanted one of those. It's just like in my high school, everybody, when something new came out, everybody wore it and it looked like everybody was in uniform. Like when Jay's came out or when the NASCAR joints or the Nextel chirps, I'm like, I don't want that shit, man. Everybody doing it.
My dad said something. Go ahead, man. My bad.
No, go ahead, Tom.
I was saying my dad said that shit back in the day. He was like, "Why you gonna advertise for these people?" Like we buying DuPont jackets and NASCAR, M&Ms, all that. He's like, "You just advertising. You gonna spend all this money to advertise for these people
for free advertising."
My uncle used to say the same thing. He'd be like, "So you got another dude's name on your ass?"
Oh,
dang. That'll make you switch up real quick. Start making your own clothes.
Man, I literally would start like customizing all my own, like especially like out here is when I start wearing like the CT stuff. And I remember I would put all these extra designs on these shirts and these jackets and hoodies, and it would cost me like $100 a pop, right? And then like somebody random and be like, "Hey, oh, that's a cool shirt, but yeah, I'm looking for that Gucci." I'm like, this is way more than a Gucci shirt. I need you to respect the fact of how much this cost me to make. Woo!
The layers.
It was classic, but it was also a guaranteed invitation to an after-school fight. Damn. Well, you in the Bay, like I'm in Detroit. Nobody cared about the Raiders over there. They just didn't. We knew we couldn't wear Lion stuff at that time because we wasn't hitting on nothing.
Yeah. I guess that's how the Falcons was too, because we was like Cowboys, Raiders.
Bro, let me think. Oh, okay. I had a joke go wrong. It was not on stage. Like I was a kid, and my older sister is she's 8 years older than me, right? So at one point we were in school at the same time. Like in we went to this elementary school, and I was like in kindergarten, and she was in the 7th grade or something like that. And then the next year she was in the same school as me. But this particular year, I call myself roasting people, right? Like, so we would be in the gym. Oh my God. Anyway, so we in the gym, and I see all these kids bring their lunch pails to the gym. So we all just sitting in there. And
First
you
of all,
remember the
lunch
lunch
pail
pails?
is hilarious.
Let's start with
I'm sorry. I want you to tell your story, CT, but nigga, that's like if you don't say ice box in the next 2
It's-
minutes.
I swear to God, I just pictured these little 12-year-olds going to weld, like welding.
These
It's a
little
lunch pail.
tiny longshoremen going to work.
Fucking CT grew up on the honeymooners.
A longshoreman, bro. Listen, y'all didn't have I had a Power Rangers lunch, but y'all never had those?
Lunchbox.
What grade were
said
you in,
lunch
though?
pail.
I was literally, it was a lunch pail, man, because
What?
I
Grade?
was in kindergarten. I had a lunch pail. It was dope. I had a little thermos in there, but it was cool, right?
What color were your knickers?
Yo, yeah.
See,
Yo.
later hoes in the school.
Yo, we in the joint, and I'm thinking, like, you know what I'm saying? My sister to this day has always been like one of my biggest cheerleaders, right? Like, she gets my sense of humor. I make her laugh. And this was like, I was on fire. I was killing people with the roast, and she was laughing. And then I said a joke about this one kid, because we all had our lunch boxes, if that's better. We all had our lunch boxes.
You have a pail.
I have a goddamn lunch pail. So I had the lunch pail, and there was this kid who had his lunch in a Wonder Bread bag, right? Now, mind you, we we as kids, I didn't realize that we didn't have a lot of money until my dad told me like 6 years ago. Like, I thought we had all the money. You know what I'm saying? He was like, nah, you didn't have no money. You just wanted the same things that the other poor kids wanted. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense, because I had everything I wanted. You know what I'm saying? I had everything my parents wanted. So I look at the kid with the Wonder Bread bag, and I was like, hey yo, look at my man. What's that about? The Wonder Bread? You couldn't get a regular plastic bag? And my sister gave me the stone face, and she was like, you don't know everybody's situation. And I was like, oh, this is awkward AF. Because you on a roll with somebody telling jokes, and then they stop. You like, oh, that was the one for you, huh? Okay, my bad about that.
Is it?
That
I didn't even
nigga
know
don't
Wonder
eat
Bread
Wonder
was
Bread
bad.
to this day.
To this day,
Is
don't
Wonder
eat-
Bread bad?
Wonder
don't-
Bread
he
was
don't-
cool.
He don't eat Wonder Bread at all no more.
Man,
That kid,
Like he can't do.
done.
He don't do bread.
he don't
I
do
felt
white
so
bread
bad.
ever.
He invented the gluten diet after that. He was like, look, you can't. Nobody's doing gluten on my watch.
yo, let me tell you something, man. I don't think anything feels as embarrassing as telling a joke with confidence and not getting the and I'm not even talking about on stage. I'm talking about if you around people and you say something that you think is funny and people don't laugh.
You know what's probably more embarrassing? Carrying your food in a Wonder Bread bag and then somebody making fun of you.
Especially somebody with a lunch pail.
Yo, it was a lunch pail, man. It's like, you know what I'm saying? You got your hold on, I'm gonna show y'all niggas, man. Y'all got me. Where is it?
I believe you had one. Is it still? You still have
But
it?
you know what? I rock with the Wonder Bread kid because at least he could throw he ain't got to carry that shit home every day.
Oh, you still got it.
bought this
Yeah.
at a convention a couple years ago because it's the exact one that I had as a kid.
Wow. I probably
Yeah.
had one like DuckTales or something like that. Some dumb
Yeah, I don't
shit
remember
shit.
having all them graphics. You was really
That's what I'm
upscale
saying.
back in
So,
the day.
so understand what I'm saying. When my dad tells me that we didn't have any money, I'm like, what? I had everything.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
he
I
just
have
brings it in the frame. Well, then how did I procure this?
How did I procure?
Like it was.
Look, my thermos. I had the little thermos and
Oh,
everything.
now I
Wow.
want one. I
Yo,
just
you know what?
remember having all those characters.
Yeah,
I-
man.
I
Power
remember
Rangers.
being jealous of the kids back then too. Now that I think about it, actually, I think I might have been one of them Wonder Bread kids. You fuck.
Yeah, he said it too.
I used to. My mom. I don't know if you guys had this. You know, my mom would want me to have a breakfast or something. We ain't eat a lot, so she'd make you like a egg, like a hard-boiled egg. You know what I mean? Like that you put in like a newspaper, and then the newspaper print would get on the egg, so you'd be like reading Calvin and Hobbes while you eat. Like, oh, that's interesting. You know, go about your day.
She was like silly putty.
Yeah, basically. Like amazing. That was like me reading the paper in the morning. Like, oh, all right, stock prices.
Autumn Reed. This is real. Getting
Yo,
that awkward courtesy. Yo, I've told a joke to regular people before, and I get this, and I'm like, oh.
Sometimes that don't mean okay. Look, let me tell y'all something.
Give it to us.
I'll tell you what's embarrassing. When you have a goal in mind, all right, let me just make it short. I wanted to write because I wanted to like tour with somebody, you know, big that I could write for. You know, I was good at punching up. I always like giving tags when I go out, whether they work or not. So I finally got that opportunity. And I'm not gonna say the person name, but I finally got that opportunity. She hit me up. She goes, "Hey, I want you to write for me." So I'm like, "Bet." I'm drinking at the time though, so I'm drinking, and I say that to say I find out what she want to talk about, all this stuff. So I'm like writing tags and all these things, and then she goes and performs. So I bring my friend out with her. I bring my friend with me to the show to like kind of brag. But before the show started, I got faded. I got faded as hell. So I gave her the list before she goes on stage. I get messed up, and I'm the audience member now, but I'm supposed to be like, you know, writing more tags and stuff. While she's on stage, I couldn't even tell you what she was talking about, but I became her heckler. And I started saying, I was like, yo, she not even doing the jokes. She not funny. Like I was saying all this stuff to the point where I didn't even, she was gonna pay me that night. And I said, yeah, it's you good. Like I went home broke and everything, but I was like, I don't need the money. This was a moment. And I apologized after, but I never nothing's worse than being faded and doing some dumb stuff and then having to hear about it from the person you brought with you to brag.
I got tons of them.
Give it to us, though.
I had two that I was gonna talk about because I really wanted to after you talk. Also, you know what? Before I say this, let me go back to this. Let me go back to this thermos talk. I hated y'all thermos niggas. I hated y'all thermos niggas with your fucking poise and your little pour and your reef. I hated y'all.
They were so regal. These little regal ass motherfuckers.
Yo,
I loved my thermos, bro. Like being back in school and having that thermos, you got to understand, man. This changed the game. You understand me?
do you remember motherfuckers? I remember motherfuckers coming to school with hot beverages, and that shit used to piss me off. And they'll save it to like 2:00, still warm. You'd be like, motherfucker,
This is great.
he got hot chocolate from this
about
morning.
When you forgot to wash that out, though,
Ooh, can't get that smell out.
you can't ever get that smell out.
Can't get that out, boy. Ooh,
Sheesh. Oh, let me see. Okay, so I'm in 4th grade. I think this was super bad. I just mentioned this the other day, so I'm bringing it up now because you and Malcolm talking about grade school. But I was in 4th grade. This is my first. I think it's my second black teacher. She was short. She was like our height, so like we felt like we had some camaraderie with her. Miss Thorpe, one of my favorite teachers of all time. and fresh after Christmas. And this is right when we wasn't. This is right when I remember being like, "Oh, I don't think we broke no more." This is like I remember going like, "Oh, shit got better." Like this was like one of the best Christmases I ever had. I'm like, "Oh shit, tag still on the shit." You know what I mean? It was a good Christmas. And I go to school, and I'm wearing this like it's a cream textured sweater that had like kind of like the like cream on cream stripes or whatever. Then it had like some little like kind of like little woven knots, little balls on it, like in stripes too. And it was like a crew neck. And I went to school and I was like, "Mom, this, are you sure this is a young man's sweater?" And she was like, "Yeah, I found it." She got it from the Macy's outlet. And I was like, "Okay." And I go to school, and one of my homegirls I'm still friends with today had on the exact same sweater. Had on the exact same sweater. Michelle, me and her, anytime we talk about this shit. She had on the exact same cream sweater. And it was like, this could have, even if this was a boy's sweater, which clearly it's not at this point. This is a very dainty sweater. And you saw how it's supposed to fit as soon as you saw it on her. You like, okay, all right. Okay, yeah, that's what it's supposed to look like. And no matter what, it didn't matter if it was unisex or a boy sweater. It was definitely a girl sweater now. At this point, it made it a girl sweater. And it happened, man, I know it happened at least twice. I only probably wore it 2 or 3 times. And the 2 times I wore it to school, she had that bitch on the same day.
Damn.
Same day.
Damn. Why did you wear it a second time?
Because I thought, I was like, people forget if she don't wear it today. If she don't wear it today.
Cleavage was out.
Who said cleavage? I ain't say no cleavage.
You said your cleavage. The way you said when I saw it on her, you was like, okay. That you shouldn't have worn it a second time.
Well, I mean, she's becoming a woman now, so you see how it fits. And you go, that's how that's supposed to fit.
You know what it is? Tone was cocky. He said, "You know what? I ain't finna let it do me like this. I got this cream on cream. I'm
gotta wear it again.
They're gonna forget. They're gonna remember it as my shirt from now on."
Damn. Why?
They're gonna be like, "Hey, why you got on a tall sweater?" That's how big I want to be in my sweater.
They try to jack Tone Steez like that.
Yeah. Even if you think it's gonna go either way, they're like, "Oh, she wearing a boy sweater." It didn't matter.
The fact that you wore it a second time.
I don't know about y'all. I didn't dress myself at 9. Okay, I wasn't packing my own lunches and filling up my thermos like Clayton.
Listen, because you got key moments in your story that just suggest. So.
I was 9.
Y'all was like feeling little at that point. Y'all was like together.
Yo, that's so funny. What are the odds, bro, that you would have the exact same sweater as this girl? And you just asked your mom, this is for a young man, right? Yes. Why would you ask me?
It felt feminine, but also I wasn't used to. I was like, man, maybe this is what nice things feel. I don't know. This is kind of my first time. The cotton is different. Is this wool?
What nice things feel like?
You thought you was walking into manhood that day. You were like, "Oh, okay."
I'm like, everybody wear this. Prince, Michael, all of them.
Oh my God.
Morris Day, everybody got this on.
Morris Day.
Everybody knows when you turn 10. Everybody knows when you turn 10, you wear blouses. Everybody knows that.
Everybody knows. I got my first blouse.
Shirts to blouses. Everybody who doesn't know that?
Yo, I wish that was a picture, bro. That would be hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
To see you and that girl in this sweater.
A little
now turn around and let mama take a picture. It's a picture like that that's kind of ripped off and the color is coming off of it.
For some reason, I stand like this.
Right.
Backpack on one shoulder. I got my.
Wait, look, with the girl behind you, like kind of blurred in the back with the same sweater.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I
I'm
can't.
just holding my lunch pail in that hand. Just look my lunch pail.
That would have went great.
With the sweater.
Oh, oh my god, bro.
Uh,
Your elbow's so far front. That's
right. It's what blouses make you do, though. You can't stand hard.
He put the cream on. He said,
The cream on cream. Oh, oh, bro. What are the odds, bro? Oh my god. This is why I miss doing this, man. This is oh my god. The stories.
I tell you, I was a horrible dresser all throughout elementary school. Again, much like Tone, my parents were dressing me. It was really me a lot of the time. But one of the days where I knew I was poor and a horrible dresser is we were doing a school play. And for the school play, I used to do this Urkel character. Maybe you heard of him.
Maybe you've heard of him.
It's not like he's a culture phenomenon or anything, but go ahead.
Maybe you've heard of Urkel, Stefan Urkel from the Matters of Family.
Perhaps you know him from this classic literature. So they had me do it for the school play. And one day we have rehearsal and they were like, and they looked at me and they go, "Hey, did you dress up as Urkel for rehearsal?" And I was just wearing my regular clothes. And I was so uncool that I couldn't even roll with it and say yes. Like they were like, "Hey, did you dress up as Urkel for rehearsal?" And I went, "No." And then it was just like a silence met with like laughter, like it cemented, like you will never be cool, like in this time.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
Great, Malcolm. You already showed up in wardrobe. Look, everybody look at Malcolm. He came prepared. You came in wardrobe. You not?
Excuse me, teacher. I didn't dress up. This is my clothes.
This is my clothes.
This is me.
Did I literally do this? Did I do this?
Did I do this?
wow.
That was a good one, though.
Oh my god. Look, man. I'm about to start wrapping this up. First and foremost, always have fun with this. Malcolm, tell the people what you want them to know, what you got coming up. How can they find you, man?
Hey man, my name is Malcolm. I ain't shit. And I'm gonna be that way for a while. Watch me on stuff, I guess. I don't know.
You want to tell them about the Disney Plus joint that's out right now?
Yeah, I'm on Disney Plus Just Beyond. I'm in Genius Aretha with Cynthia Erivo. And I'm actually in a horror series with Tone Bell called Horror Noir.
Yes, we
Look
are.
at that.
Yes,
Look
we are.
at that.
First,
First,
man,
man,
some other stuff with Shantae and CT is dope on your Instagram and YouTube's and your
yeah,
viral
man.
videos.
Listen, I don't know if y'all got a chance to see Genius Aretha with Malcolm playing Ted. Oh, bro, let me tell you something. Oh my God, dude. You don't understand. First of all, incredible job. I always tell you that. I literally texted you while I was watching it. I said, I'm gonna just call you Ted from now on. But it was so great of a performance that I literally laughed with Tangerine about certain gestures that you would do. Like when you had just come from beating her ass and you come in with the flowers and candy, like shit was cool. I cried, bro. I'm like, does he not remember what just anyway? Shantae Wayne. What do you want to tell the people what's coming up? How can they find you?
Hey, first of all, thank you for having me on this show. This was a lot of fun. You all your favorite any favorite platform you got out there, follow me at C Wans. I drop videos every week, and I got more to talk about on the pages. So follow me at C Wans.
I love it. Yo, Shantae's platforms are fire. Her YouTube, you catch the drive-by jokes, her 3 reasons why, and yo, the charade. Oh, you gotta get Tone and Malcolm to do your
Yeah.
charades joint, yo. Oh, they would kill it.
You know I'm down.
I might
Just
have
like
to hit
you.
y'all for the next week one.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
truly dope. I wouldn't even say it. Tone Bell, you just got back to LA.
Last
Always
night,
on the
brother.
road.
Last
Talk
night.
about what's coming up, man. What you want people to know.
Man, can I take 60 seconds to tell one last thing?
Absolutely. Go.
All right. I just want to say this because Shantae, don't shake your head. Okay, look, y'all just reminded me of this. I wanted to say it earlier, but I didn't want to get back on it, but now I'm gonna get back on it. As far as the happiest of endings, right? So I'm in Montreal, decided with a group, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a story from it. And I definitely have the worst story from it. Because they come out like remember that scene, the best way to put it, remember that scene in Rush Hour when they go to the spa and then all the it's that, right?
Yeah.
It's that. And so everybody picks, and I was like, no, man, we should all be good. And then it's like, I don't know, 8 of us. And I get number 8, who had the worst attitude. Like she did not want to work tonight. She was like, she had been doing this all day. She was like, I'm clocking out in 45. All right, fine, come on. It was that energy. Fine, come on. And we get in there, and I mean, it is just, but there's no there's, it's like, we know what it is. And first of all, I didn't finish. She was just and I was trying to tell her, I was like, hey, this is kind of how I respond to this. And she was like, I know what I'm doing. And I was like, yeah, but I know me. So like, if you just want to get this over, I'm telling you how to get it done. And she had attitude. Alarm clock went off. She's like, I'm done. And she just walks out. And I was like, mother. And then, you got to take a shower after. So I just go in, and that's when I see the camera. And I just finished myself in the shower. And I was like, and then when she came back in, I was like, clean that up. and I left the whole shower wall creamy.
Angry sperm in the shower.
And yeah, then I just went out to the lobby and waited for everybody. I got done. I went in last and got done first. I was just in there. legs crossed, reading the High Life magazine. Like, it's about time you fellas finished.
What?
I was so
on
mad.
Camera.
I was just looking at the camera. I was looking at the camera like she should have finished. That she should have finished the job.
Bro, you know what? This ain't embarrassing. This was an uncomfortable joint with one of those spots. So this is this was like the first run of going to them, right?
I love how many stories y'all have for these spots.
Oh yeah. I'm a regular. You understand? So this is the beginning run of it. So like, you know what I mean? So I'm taking Tangerine with me. This is by our old place. Like, we're going to the spot, and this guy comes out, and he's like, "Okay, so you both want massage?" We're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Okay, so and she was like, "I would like, a man, and he would like a woman." And he was like, "I can do both of you." And I was like, "I don't think you heard what she just said." She just said she wants a man and I want a woman. And he's like, "Okay." And he was giving me this look like he really wanted to massage me. And I was like, "No, thank you, brother. Like, I appreciate it, but I'm good." He was like this really small Asian dude. And I don't know if he was transitioning, but he had the look like he had read some brochures. Like he was about to he was about to make a decision. And I was like, I don't think I want this anymore. Because I mean, like, what if a girl comes out that I think is a girl? Yeah, I was like, I don't want this.
You weren't prepared.
Yeah, so we just got her massage, and then I went to a different place. Oh my goodness, I love.
Also, Malcolm, I only have maybe 3 stories about this. I don't have a run, and they're all in different countries. That it's a part of my stamp on the passport. But
mine are all in the valley.
He's getting a free coffee.
They know you by name. I feel like every time I've walked into a heavy ended spot, that it's always been the day after or the day before a sting operation. And I got like really lucky. Oh, you lucky you didn't come tomorrow. It's going down tomorrow.
We getting raided tomorrow. Come before 11 now, because I'm telling you, noon gonna be hot.
Noon gonna be hot. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much for watching.
I'm gonna give you my stuff. I'm just at Tone Bell. That is it. Catch Horror Noir. Just finished up a couple things that actually they haven't announced, so I'm not gonna announce it, but coming out in a few months. And then I start a new film in a few weeks. So that's it. And then I'll be back in the city, hopping on stage and stuff. So
Tone, let me tell you something right now. When you do a Marvel or a DC film, if I am not the first person you invite to that set, we will have a problem. Do you understand me?
Soon as I get abs. As soon as I get abs, that's the only thing really holding us back. My abs won't allow us to do this. But once
Why
I
don't you
get
let your abs let y'all be great? Your abs won't let you be great.
On it.
Yo, follow everybody, hit their cash apps, hit their pages, support everything they're doing, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. I will bring it back when we come back, man. So thank y'all for watching. Blessings to